Have you ever woken up from a dream so vivid, so bizarre, it felt like your brain had just taken you on a journey to another dimension? You might rub your eyes, dismiss it as random nonsense, and start your day. But what if I told you that every single dream, from the blissful to the terrifying, is not just mental static? What if your sleeping mind is actually engaged in a sophisticated overnight operation to make you smarter, more creative, and emotionally stronger? For decades, we've misunderstood dreams as mere stories. The shocking truth revealed by cutting-edge neuroscience is that your brain is performing critical maintenance, solving problems you've been stuck on, and even cleaning itself, all while you're lost in a world of your own creation. Stick with us, because by the end of this video, you will never look at a good night's sleep the same way again. You're about to discover how to harness this hidden power lying dormant within you every single night. Let's start with the ultimate brain cleanse. While you're dreaming during the REM stage, your brain isn't just busy with its own movies, it's performing a deep biological cleanup. Think of your brain like a bustling city that works all day. By nighttime, the streets are littered with metabolic waste, toxic byproducts from a day of intense thinking. This is where the glymphatic system kicks in, a microscopic cleanup crew that powers up almost tenfold during sleep. It flushes out these toxins, including proteins linked to Alzheimer's disease. So when you dream, you aren't just resting, you're literally taking out the neural trash, ensuring you wake up with a fresh, clean, and optimized mind, ready to tackle new challenges without the clutter of yesterday. Now, what about those dreams where you're being chased? Or you're suddenly back in school and you haven't studied for the final exam? It sounds stressful, but this is actually your brain's built-in therapy session. During REM sleep, your brain reprocesses difficult and emotional memories from the day. But here's the brilliant twist. It does so while dialing down the brain chemicals associated with stress. This means you're re-experiencing that awkward conversation or that moment of fear, but the sharp, painful edges are being filed off. It's a form of overnight exposure therapy, allowing you to learn from the experience without being crippled by the emotion. You essentially wake up a little tougher, a little more resilient, having processed the day's drama. This next mechanism is a game changer for anyone who has ever felt stuck on a problem. Your dreaming brain is a phenomenal problem-solving machine, operating without the rigid logical constraints of your waking mind. Studies have shown that people who sleep on a complex issue are significantly more likely to have a breakthrough insight. Why? Because during dreams, your brain makes wild, unexpected connections between seemingly unrelated ideas. It's like a master inventor tinkering in a lab free from the rules of physics and society. The famous chemist Auguste Kekule discovered the ring-shaped structure of benzene after dreaming of a snake eating its own tail. Your brain is doing the same thing every night, connecting the dots in ways your conscious mind would never dare. Have you ever noticed that after a night of rich dreaming, your motor skills feel sharper? Maybe you play an instrument or a sport, and a move that was clumsy yesterday feels fluid today. This isn't a coincidence. Your brain uses dream sleep, particularly REM, to practice and perfect physical skills. It replays the neural pathways you used while learning that new piano piece or tennis serve, strengthening the connections without you moving a muscle. It's a secret rehearsal space inside your head. Athletes and performers have used this technique for years, and now you know the science behind it. Your brain is your personal 24/7 coach, fine-tuning your abilities while you're fast asleep. Let's talk about memory. Your brain doesn't just store every single detail of your day like a messy filing cabinet. Instead, during sleep, it performs a critical process called memory consolidation. It sifts through the avalanche of information you encountered, deciding what's important to keep and what can be discarded. But here's the fascinating part. It doesn't just store these memories, it interlinks them with your existing knowledge. That random fact you learned about the ocean might get connected to a documentary you saw years ago. This creates a rich, interconnected web of knowledge, making you not just a repository of facts, but a truly learned individual who can draw insights from a vast internal library. Now prepare to have your mind blown. Researchers have discovered that during the dream state, your brain can run simulations of future social situations. Think of it like a flight simulator for your social life. You might dream about a difficult conversation with your boss, a first date, or a presentation. Your brain is running through different scenarios, testing outcomes, and preparing you for potential real-world interactions. This isn't prophecy, it's probabilistic preparation. It allows you to enter your waking life with a kind of subconscious readiness, a social intuition that helps you navigate complex human dynamics with more grace and confidence. This next point is for the creatives, the artists, the writers, and the innovators. The dream state is the birthplace of some of humanity's most famous creative works. Mary Shelley conceived Frankenstein from a haunting nightmare. Paul McCartney famously woke up with the entire melody for Yesterday playing in his head. The reason is that the dreaming brain is in a state of hyperassociation. The internal critic is silent and logic takes a back seat, allowing for a free flow of radical, novel ideas. Your most profound and original thoughts are not forced through hard labor. They are often received as gifts from your dreaming mind if you only learn to listen. But what about nightmares? Surely those intense, frightening dreams must be bad for us, right? Surprisingly, they serve a vital evolutionary purpose. Nightmares are your brain's most intense and urgent training drills for threat response. They're designed to activate your fight-or-flight system in a safe environment, allowing you to practice regulating extreme fear. By confronting simulated dangers in your sleep, you build a kind of emotional muscle memory. When a real-life crisis occurs, your brain and body have already, in a way, been there before. You're less likely to freeze and more likely to respond with calibrated courage. Here's a habit that can transform your relationship with your dreams. Keeping a dream journal, the simple act of writing down your dreams the moment you wake up, does two powerful things. First, it signals to your subconscious that this information is valuable, which can lead to better dream recall over time. Second, and more importantly, it gives you direct access to the problem-solving and creative insights your brain generated overnight. That bizarre dream about flying over a labyrinth might be a metaphor for your approach to a work project. By recording it, you're mining your own subconscious for golden nuggets of wisdom that would otherwise be lost in the fog of morning. Now, let's decode a common dream symbol, showing up unprepared for a test you didn't know you had. This classic anxiety dream is rarely about a literal test. It's your brain's symbolic representation of feeling evaluated or judged in your waking life. Perhaps you're starting a new job, giving a presentation, or even just navigating a social situation where you feel out of your depth. Your brain is tapping into a familiar scenario from your past, school, to process the underlying feeling of being tested. Understanding this allows you to reframe the dream. It's not a prophecy of failure, it's a signal that a part of you feels unprepared, giving you the clarity to address that feeling head-on.
What you do before bed directly shapes the quality of your dreams and their cognitive benefits. Scrolling through stressful news or watching an intense thriller right before sleep floods your brain with stimulating content, which it then has to process. Instead, try feeding it with positive, inspiring, or problem-oriented material. If you're stuck on a challenge, briefly review it before dozing off and give your brain a clear mission. You're essentially programming the supercomputer of your subconscious. By curating your pre-sleep input, you're not just avoiding nightmares, you're actively directing your mind toward productive and uplifting dream work. Lucid dreaming, the ability to become aware that you're dreaming while still in the dream, is the ultimate hack for leveraging your dream state. With practice, you can learn to recognize dream signs and gently take control. This isn't just for flying through fantasy landscapes, it's a profound tool for personal growth. Imagine confronting a dream monster and, instead of running, turning to ask it what it represents. Or deliberately practicing a speech in a dream where there are no real-world consequences. Lucid dreaming turns your mind into a fully immersive virtual reality studio for therapy, skill building, and boundless creativity. Let's talk about the sleep cycle itself. A full night's sleep isn't a flat line. It's a series of 90-minute cycles that move between light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep. And here's the critical part. As the night progresses, the portions of REM sleep get longer. Your last few sleep cycles of the night contain the longest and most intense periods of dreaming. This is why cutting your sleep short by waking up too early is so detrimental. You're not just losing rest, you're robbing your brain of its prime time for emotional processing, memory linking, and creative insight. That smart part of sleep is what you're sacrificing for that extra hour of being awake. Your physical environment plays a huge role in facilitating intelligent dreams. A cool, dark, and quiet room is essential for uninterrupted sleep cycles. But there's another factor: scent. Research has shown that introducing certain smells, like the scent of roses, during specific sleep stages can positively influence the emotional tone of dreams. This is because the olfactory system is directly linked to the brain's memory and emotion centers, the amygdala and hippocampus. By creating a serene and pleasant sensory environment, you're not just sleeping better, you're encouraging your brain to produce more positive and constructive dream narratives. Finally, let's shatter a major myth: the idea that you only dream during REM sleep. While the most vivid, narrative dreams do occur in REM, your brain is active throughout the night. In non-REM stages, you experience more fragmented, thought-like dreams. These are crucial for different types of memory consolidation, particularly for facts and figures. So your brain isn't ever truly off. It's a 24/7 operation, with different shifts working on different tasks. From the deep, restorative silence of slow-wave sleep to the chaotic, creative theater of REM, every stage is a vital part of the overnight intelligence assembly line. So, the next time you drift off to sleep, remember this: you are not powering down. You are logging into the most advanced cognitive enhancement system known to humanity. You are activating a built-in therapist, a master problem solver, a personal skill coach, and a creative genius all rolled into one. Your dreams are not an escape from reality. They're a vital part of your cognitive and emotional toolkit, meticulously preparing you for the day ahead. Stop treating sleep as a passive state and start seeing it as an active, strategic partner in your personal growth and success. You have this incredible power every single night. All you have to do is close your eyes and let your brain do its most brilliant work. Subscribe to Fact Sparkwave for more mind-blowing facts and daily motivation. We unravel the secrets of your mind, the wonders of science, and the psychology of success, all to help you unlock your fullest potential. Your journey to a smarter, more inspired life is just one video away.